The Aroha Cruise In is a spring celebration of classic cars, bikes and hot rods in the historic Waikato spa town of Te Aroha. Organised by the local business association and now in its 11th year, Saturday's show and shine does have a judged element, but it's clear to see there were plenty of other good reasons for getting out and about in your old car on a blue sky spring day.
I look at all these cars out here today, they're all getting driven. It's just fantastic. Great turnout.
It's just something different. Like, you see all sorts of unusual stuff here, like stuff you don't normally see at a hot rod show.
No, it's just a neat atmosphere. You get to see a vast variety of cars, and it's all for a good cause as well. You know, we love it.
It sits in hibernation all the way through winter, so sun's out, time to show people the car, go for a bit of a cruise.
2018's Cruise In will go down as one of the best to date. Te Aroha's main drag shuts up shop for the day, and it was bursting at the seams with over 550 vehicles hitting town. Among them was Anton, running in his freshly road-legal 440 Cube GTX clone, its longest journey yet. Another 68, a Camaro, might be the long game, but in the meantime, the Plymouth sure puts up a good argument.
No, it's not the dream car, but it's pretty damn cool if you ask me, and I've definitely become a big fan of the Mopars now, so I actually don't want to sell it now, ever. They're pretty much the same as the Roadrunners and those Super Bs, you know, it's definitely a cool shape, Rosh. I couldn't be more happy with it, to tell the truth. Yeah, I was in the country already. It had been in the country for about 8 years before I got it. A friend of my wife's texted her one night and asked if I wanted to buy it, and when he told me the price, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm going to buy it. So yeah, it was right time, definitely right time, right place. It wasn't road legal, obviously, so it took me about 12 months to get it on the road. I ended up with 2.5 pages of things to do for compliance. So yeah, took 12 months to get that done, and then got a warrant on it yesterday, flew through that, no worries. So yeah, it's really good. It's doing everything it needs to do so far.
And if one Plymouth is good...
That's a 1973 Plymouth Duster, running a 340, numbers matching motor, 4-speed manual, all original body-wise, except for under the bonnet and bits and pieces underneath that I've done. I'm a bit of a Mopar fan, so I decided to do it. A mate of mine and I went down looking for it about 2 years ago, and we were going to do it up together. He was a Mopar man, and sad to say he passed away, and so I've taken it on, done it myself, and it's taken me about 2 years to get it to this stage. But yeah, loving it, mate, loving it. Just something different. I don't know how many Dusters are in New Zealand. You go Google it on Google or whatever you do, and you'll pick up Plymouth Duster, and they drag them a lot in the States, and it was just something that was unique, different, affordable. So I jumped at it and yeah, make it my own. I would have liked a 71, but the 73, but it does tick all the boxes. It goes like a cut cat. Doesn't go past the service station much, but no, it does tick all the boxes for me, and the wife seems to enjoy it as well. We'll get a paint job over the next couple of years, but I just wanted it for its uniqueness. It just stands out. Everybody else has them all nicely well polished up, and I thought, no, I'll just keep the patina to it, and the patina look seems to be taking off a bit, so we're just running with that for the time being, and when money comes in, we'll chuck a paint job on it.
Looking suitably bad in black was Colin's Monaro.
I had my first HT when I was 18, and I had it for a year, sold it, and last year I had an inkling to try and get another one. Picked up an HJ last year, and I got that one that had too many doors, and so I found this one locally in my area, and I jumped on it. I was pretty happy. It's a keeper. It's running a 350, aluminium heads, pacemaker, exhaust system, street strip cam, built in 1969 in Pagewood in Sydney, New South Wales. 69, the year I was born, had a lot got to do with it. Bit out of control, the prices, but it's not about the money for me. It's just to have fun and get out and about and drive it as much as possible, which is what I'm into. You know, driven daily, just about weekly.
It's a 1966 XP Falcon coupe with a Tunnel Ram 351 Windsor in it. The motor actually came out of a 10-second Ford Pop that I used to campaign about 20 odd years ago, so but it's been detuned since it's been put in that, obviously, but still race it on the drag strip. And well, I've always had Fords, and I like the shape because it's like American origin, but it's New Zealand new. The first year I bought it, I went to the All Ford Day, and there was 350 Mustangs and only 3 of these, so tends to be a bit of a labour of love because, like all old cars, they spend all weekend fixing it and then, go cruising, but yeah.
Part of an impressive lineup from Matamata Rod and Custom was Cruise In regular Tony and one very slick Bel Air.
It's a 1957 Chev Bel Air two-door sports coupe, running a 350 cubic inch Chev, 671 blower, twin 600 carbs through a 704 transmission, so it's 4-speed overdrive, 9-inch diff with a lock ahead, 4-wheel disc brakes. It's on full airbag, drives absolutely beautiful. It's about 550 horse. When we changed the engine over and put the supercharged engine in it, we put a very tame camshaft in it, so it is easy to drive. Hey, the wife can take it shopping if she wants. It's that simple to drive. Always wanted a 57. I raced Speedway for years. We were sort of thinking about getting out of that. To be honest, it was my mum, about a week before she passed away. She said to me, look, you're 50, it's time to slow down and enjoy life. And I said, yeah, Mum, I do. She said, yeah, look, I know you love your Speedway, but it takes up too much time. She said, why don't you buy the 57 Chev you always wanted? So that just sort of gave me a kick in the ass and changed my mind of what we were doing. So we got rid of the Speedway car and bought the 57. We were hunting for a while and it was a sheer fluke we found this. I was just looking on Google Images, clicked on a photo of it, and it went to a forum that had a write-up about the car, and it had a mobile number at the bottom. So I thought, bugger it, I'll ring it. And 4 days later, I was on a plane to America.
But this was no impulse purchase. The 57 had a few boxes to tick.
So long as it was a two-door sports coupe, had to be black, red or yellow, and had to have a disc front end conversion. You know, everything else I've got in this thing's they're just all added extras, yeah.
And a few added extras there are.
It's air conditioned, cruise control, electric mirrors, windows, seats. It's got sat-nav, GPS, remote start and stop. It's got just about anything a modern car's got in it.